Hello and welcome to your daily dose of Satoshi's news. Today's date is Tuesday, the 23rd of June 2026, the year of Green Wicks and BSV Terranode in the mix. Branch your threads, expand your mind with treechat.ai or your post pod on chain. Okay, just a quick one today, literally going to go through Coin Dance because I want to draw your attention to this. This is absolutely massive. You have no idea. I don't know how much to give away, but for someone like me who has been looking at the figures since 2020, like thinking how is someone gonna do what needs to be done when they've changed their initial plans, I can see it in the figures, and this is it. This is massive. We've got people asking about it on Tree Chat. Saying, what is it that what does it mean by that? There we go. Dimitri said, what is this showing us? Because I said, moves are being made in the crypto sphere. No one is watching or even understands. It's huge. It's huge. And then we got some 365 days of Bitcoin history. All right, let's get into it.
Craig says he's Satoshi, like a cowboy in the West, riding on the blockchain that they call the very best. 1 million strong, them transactions flying free. He's acclaiming his legacy, you'll surely see.
All right, here we go. So Coin Dance then, the figures $62 for Greg Coin. B Crash under 200. Fisher Price Cash UK is a Bitcoin at $11. Oh yeah, $11.42 top left. Hash rate, we got figures here. Hash rate 0.02, network nodes 0.17, transactions 48.17. They're going down a bit, but still 48. And then block size, that's the data. That's the most important one, 62% across all the Bitcoin forks. Let's have a look at the blocks coming through. 10, 28, 4, which means there's more data in those blocks than there is probably in the entire column over on GMAX coin over there. But look at this, it's 15,000 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than Greg Coin, mining Bitcoin at a 13.9% comparable loss. But look at that, you're mining B Crash at a almost 21% comparable loss to mining on Greg Coin. Meaning that if you plus the 20 and the 8.7 here together, you've effectively got it's 29% more profitable to mine on Fisher Price Cash over B Crash. So that's where the sort of miners are being economically incentivized and encouraged to go for. I mean, at 30% is huge. 30%, you're just like, why would I mine on this piece of shit here when I can get 30% more shit on that shit over there? You know, it's 30% more. Doesn't matter what you're getting. They're all dollar worshipping, really. It's only the genuine Bitcoin miners who are mining because they know what Bitcoin is and they know what's coming. That's the most important thing. So I don't really want to give too much away here, but let me tell you what I've been doing these past few years. So the profitability, when you've been looking at these figures here, it's usually been around, it's usually minus 1 or 2%. Less profitable, or 1 or 2% less profitable to mine on B Crash. So nothing has really been done about it. They were just sort of maintaining the profitability, maintaining the status quo, should we say. But the status quo always had a little bit of a stinger in the tail because you'd get 1 or 2% more profit if you were mining over on Greg Coin. And so it was clear that the profitability was being managed because moves were going to be made later on. And now we're seeing it. This means that literally this is the beginning of the crypto earthquake. And I don't think anybody really quite appreciates this. First of all, we had the return to Genesis. Then we had Terranode being made. And I was just like, okay, right. Got to keep an eye on the figures. I wonder what's going to come next. Well, this is it. This is the next move. This is huge. So other miners has got 47% of the hash rate. 47% of the hash rate on Bcrash. This used to be around 10, 12, and then it went up a little bit. sort of like, you know, 15, and then for a while it's been sort of around sort of 33% sort of things, but now it's round to 47%, nearly 50%. Like, jeepers. So this means that it's far less profitable to mine. So you're literally mining it at a 20% comparable loss. So miners are being shooed off the chain. In other words, like, yeah, when a chain needs multiple operations to sustain it, but miners chase profit. And at this rate, you know, other miners, well, they decided that they want those coins. I don't really want to give too much away. I was just hoping that loads of people that would follow my show would kind of like understand the figures. Normally, I would explain something like this in detail, but because of the importance of this, I'm actually not. If anybody wants to sort of like DM me privately, I will explain this, but I cannot tell you how big this move is. It's huge. What I would say is strap in and get your seatbelts on, people. Things are about to get rocky. And this is not BSV. This is B Crash. This is B Crash, but we know someone who's got it in for B Crash. And B Crash might just simply be the first casualty. And there is nothing that anyone can do about it. Nothing. And this is the start of it. A bit like an earthquake when it starts. You just can't stop until there's complete devastation. And it has to happen to get rid of shitcoins. And this is how it's being done. The cabal manipulate the market with price and through tether. Whereas another way of manipulating the market indirectly, managing the market indirectly, is with the hash rate, because the hash rate manages the profitability. So whereas the cabal manipulate the profitability with tether, sort of externally, you can also manage the profitability effectively internally, which is what this is doing. So this is literally like one party, those who shall not be named, versus another party who I will also not name. But this is literally good versus evil. This is it. This is the start of it. It is huge. And I would say get your popcorn ready and strap in. Like, this is going to be a masterclass on Bitcoin economics. It's phenomenal. Because I know I can see this happening. I've been monitoring these figures since 2017, 2018. I mean, crikey, like 9 years. I was just like, yeah, what's going to happen? How's this going to be done? Now I know, and I can see it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And believe me when I say nothing can be done about this. Nothing. Because the profitability has been managed for years and years and years very, very carefully. Very carefully. It takes so much skill and precision to do this. Where like just keeping the profitability like we are minus 1 or 2%, you know, and then all of a sudden here, and why would anybody else jump on the chain when they're already making a 20% comparable loss? Look at that. Like literally 20%. 20%. And miners chase profit. That's literally it. That's all they do. There has to be another incentive for something to do this. Catch my drift? Capiche? Understand? Probably not. But like I said, if you want to DM me, you can DM me on Tree Chat. Yeah. So get on there if you want to really know what's going on. Yeah, phenomenal. Yeah, and this was what I posted on Tree Chat, and Metameteor saying, yeah, what's this showing us? And other people pointing out that yes, it is Bitcoin. Stefan said here, I think not even 1 year ago, they've only been around 4 miners. Now there's much more. Probably getting confused with BSV there. There he goes. Oh yeah, I've missed that. I assumed it was BSV. Yeah, I'd like an explanation as well. Well, private message me on Tree Chat. Private message me on Tree Chat. Yeah, it's phenomenal. I'm massively excited about that. And check this out. Oh, so I've now got $4.44 USD in my wallet. Loving that. Loving that. Oh, just have to close that wallet. There we go. This is beautiful. And yeah, more and more people using Tree Chat. So I've now got 39 million sats up over the last few days. But yeah, MetaMeter said this is Bitcoin Cash, right? Though, yeah, it is Bitcoin Cash, but there has to be casualties, and this is going to be the first one, I suspect. Not giving too much away, but yeah. All right, that's 10 minutes gone. So we'll just do 22nd of June. So on the 22nd of June 2008, Craig Wright had a paper accepted by Sands Institute titled Detecting Hayden, Statistical Methods for Classifying the Use of Hayden-Based Stenography in Executable Files. And now we found stenography in the Bitcoin white paper, 725. Everybody knows what they are. 22nd of June 2010, Laszlo figured out that enabling some more optimization increased performance by about 20%. So 0.3 hashes, 20% faster than 0.2.0. But I assumed he used that in his own build, and that was just a post on the Bitcoin Talk. 22nd of June 2020, so this was 6 years ago. New Zealand police seized $91 million from Russian Bitcoin exchange operator. Police in New Zealand confiscated 140 million New Zealand dollars, which was 91 million US dollars, from Russian Bitcoin exchange operator Alexander Vinnik. The funds were seized from bank accounts held by Canton Business Corporation, a New Zealand registered company managing the exchange. Vinnik is the alleged owner of the collapsed BTC exchange. BTC exchange operated without anti-money laundering controls and policies, allowing criminals to launder illicit funds through the bourse. Well, yeah, I mean, now we know that it's the central banks who are the biggest criminals out of everybody, because you can't even trace them. They're not even accountable. It's outrageous. Check this one out though. So we're now 23rd of June. On the 23rd of June 2021, I can't believe this is 5 years ago now. JMac, as in John McAfee, was murdered in a Spanish prison. And JMac, the antivirus creator, was found dead in a prison cell. And he said here, look at this, getting subtle messages from US officials saying in effect, we're coming for you, McAfee, we're going to kill yourself. I got a tattoo today just in case if I suicided myself. I didn't. I was whacked. Check my right arm. And that's what he put on there because he knew what they were doing and they got him. You know, it's bad. Can you do it 5 years ago today? RIP, mate. It's a vicious world we live in. Right, there we go. It's a quick one. 12-minute show. Hope you enjoyed it. So remember, just bear this in mind when we play this outro. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one.
I understand.
Do you?
Do you? This is it. I'm telling you, this is it.
The king still has one more move.